The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women. He's a smart boy. It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure you are hitting that notification button for our live streams and hit that like button for the algorithm. Another way to help me out with the algorithm, simply engage. All you have to do, down in the comments, throw me some horns or any other kind of emoji, a simple, just put the W, whatever you want. One simple emoji down in the comment section will help my channel get put into the algorithm, and YouTube will help the channel grow. Trying to get to 20,000 subscribers, and I'm relying on you to help me out with that. If you have a band, song, or a video, something you want me to make a video on, get over to the Discord server, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, read the pinned message, drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. Today's video suggestion from Discord is coming from an original CONCURPA. That is Rich Neath. Said, hey man, TomMacDonald dropped a new one. Check it out. So today we are back with TomMacDonald checking out the track God Mode on the Wild Side. Here we go.
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring. Tell them I'm sorry. I've been rapping about things that I feel are important. I could talk about how rich I am, all these little rappers that I'm bigger than. I could show you the impact addiction had, how the liquor turned me to a different man. I'm not the kid who was visiting Disneyland. I'm not a perfect Christian, have a sinner's past, but I sobered up, prescriptions hit the trash. Now I'm sitting back with 50 billboard plaques, $20 million and a million fans. Middle fingers flipping, I can't flip them back. I'm so independent, so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan. I am the truth, I am the GOAT, I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world, and you can beat them if you just believe. They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves. The only way they can make sense of my famous claim I worship Satan and labels of help. I don't have an advantage, it's natural talent. Your ego is damaged, admit that you failed. I remember back when I was the only political rapper. What the hell happened? All of a sudden everyone who never gave a damn got political and started rapping. Tragic, I should be flattered. Man, I created the genre, they practically jacked it. Acting like they're in the conversation, they ain't nowhere near it on a different planet. This is not YouTube, this is upper echelon. President of Sony on my telephone. I get what I want, how I want, when I want, until the day that I'm dead and gone. The internet in love with beef, they want rappers at war. But I don't care who's coming at me, I swore that I wouldn't do this no more. The last time I battled the man that I trampled, lost his career and then had a divorce. That wasn't fair, homie got torched. I feel the weight like I'm carrying around a corpse. Still no deal, still no team, still just little old me. Still making fun of the whole industry, still rap on my own beats. I'm the only multi-millionaire in my family tree. I keep hearing rumors that my parents rich and that's how I got in the lead. That's a big L-I-E. If you want to know the truth, I guess I can show you why I move like this. Let me take you back into my head, tell you about the movie I live. Former alcoholic, nothing in my wallet. Every doctor said that I was depressed. Should be in a coffin or inside a cardboard box and addicted to meth. I was sleeping on my best friend couch, always dreaming of a West End house. We was living in a basement, sweet east side, praying we'd get out. Motorcycles on the front lawn, bunch of crackheads in the alley. Open up my bedroom window and tell them there's empty bottles they can have. Cops at the door, I couldn't sleep, making up noodles to eat for a week. I couldn't stomach the food I was making if I wasn't high, so I always had weed. Leaving the crib and the neighbors are tripping, I flip them the bird, I ain't stopping to talk. They leaving us notes on the passenger window cause we always park in the whip in they spot. 10 in the morning we sipping on 40s and taking the Honda Civic up the block. Looking for one of my homies who living on the street cause he got addicted to rock. Waiting in line at church, they giving out food. I would pull up every second Sunday, get some hard-boiled eggs and juice. That was the move. I was a broke boy, then I blew up. I was suicidal, yeah, the mood sucked. Now I've been rich, I done made hits. I've been praying, I don't screw it up. And now that I've blown up, they're mad that I've grown up. They missing my old stuff. They say my political music's all sounding the same and the flows suck. I'm never gonna be the old Tom or recapture the magic of old songs. I don't know, Tom. You the GOAT, Tom. Give me what I want or I will go, Tom. Shut up! I'm not the guy that you fell in love with back when I was young and dumb. Always getting drunk, taking hella drugs, living in the ghetto, no food for a month. Couldn't pay the power bill, the shower filled with towels, mold and hella bugs. That was the old Tom, that was broke Tom. Stop saying you miss who I was. Now you can give me all the Gucci, give me all the Louis, give me everything I wanted once. Give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers, give you everything I have just to be loved. Now they call me racist and they say I'm canceled, but I guarantee you that there will be blood. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't stopping nothing. I'm a reason that Billboard removed all the digital sales charts off their website. I was outperforming label artists and executives pressured them to hit the red light. Universal, Warner Music, Sony, CEOs wanted me dead, but they ain't never gonna really kill me. They just cancel the digital charts instead. Stop telling me that anyone else is bigger than I am. Go get the Nielsen SoundScan numbers. Tell me what you find, man. Who's the biggest I am? They're angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian. I live in the States. I gave $200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could've retired 3 years ago, basically. Go check my bank account, buddy. I'm crazy rich. I don't need money. I rap because I'm made for this. I am only doing this because I love it. I told every record label they can shove it. Rappers hate on me, but I'm above it. 93 Shawn Michaels, everyone can suck it. They want photos when they see me out in public. Then they trash me in the comments. What a bummer. I sign autographs and spill my guts and stomach. All I get is people praying that I'll plummet. I came a long way. Dreamt of this all day. I should have saw graves, but God saves. I got faith. What a loser. I needed boost to maneuver. Bottles of hooch in the cooler. Now I'm the proof that you can choose to be a trooper and recruit and pursue a future, be a ruler. Screw all the rumors. I know the dudes will be acting stupid on computers. Hate is a fuel that humans can use to improve themselves if they don't let their wounds ruin their movement. You can do it and then you can lose it. You can choose to view it through some different pupils. You can shoot for the moon if you miss it, recoup it, and then execute it till you make it through it. There ain't no excuses. The rules are confusing, so break them and use them to find the solution. The truth is you're losing till you are immune and you turn the abuse into your revolution. I've been addicted to plenty of pills, poor and mentally ill. If I can do it, you can do it. I went from homeless and drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget the win. So many plaques inside the crib, they getting hard to live. They so jealous, I'm just glad that I ain't them. I ain't them. They got money, they got pennies, they got dollars, but they ain't been making any sense. They got hundreds, they got thousands. I got 10, 11, 15, 20 something M's. But this ain't always what my life was like. Honestly, it still give me chills. Way before all of my viral songs, before I was living in Beverly Hills, way before I went and sobered up, back when me and Brandon couldn't pay the bills, way back when I should have been locked up, overdosed or getting killed. My sister called me from the hospital, said her job's killing her, and that was a fact. She working overtime often, out of options, having panic attacks. Didn't let her finish talking, told her walk in and to quit and call back. Next thing I know, she's in California and she's working for Hangover Gang. And Daddy always told me I was special and one day I would conquer the music business. And I guess he was right, cause look at my life. I just bought him a new Porsche for Christmas, and Mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would have never have fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her. This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund, this ain't good luck, this ain't silver spoon, this is hard work, this is long nights, this is all me, this is what I do, this is palm trees and Ferraris and a calm breeze and a pretty view. If you don't believe I deserve it, then you never lived the life I did and you wouldn't make it through. I came out of a city where I still don't get no respect. I moved away and I blew up and everyone else is still stuck in the town that I left. I'm not impressed, and they've been saying my video views are all fake, and I honestly hope it helps get them some rest. I'm worth like $30 million dollars, all you bums are living check to check. Now everybody is an enemy, they all jealous that I'm a celebrity. Well, screw them, screw the government, screw the record label, screw the mainstream. I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals, and I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still. All your hate completes me, I can't be killed. Y'all just wanna be me, maybe be chill. Leave them bleeding in a wheat field. All my missiles heat seek, you can't beat me. Homie, keep still, I can tell that you don't eat meat. Ton of green beans, you a vegan when the beef's real. Everybody's saying I'm fake, but they're the ones who really faking though. And their songs all on YouTube, well my songs on the radio. They claim they hate fame, but they change when they need streams. Then they say names and play games and take aim and hate on me. Wait, I got one more thing I gotta say. I don't need any more money. These days I just do it for all of my fans. I pray to God I inspire somebody or show someone who thinks they can't that they can. I'ma keep going till I'm in a coffin. I promise no stopping till I kick the can. To the day that they're dropping my box in the ground, it's Hangover Gang.
There you go, man. TomMacDonald, the Hangover Gang with God Mode, as suggested by Rich Neath over on Discord. If you, like Rich, have a song, band, video, something you want me to check out, get over to Discord, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. The reason I say that is because I need a little time to get this together. Something I do want to point out, though. Something I want to point out. I'm not a body language expert in any way, shape, or form, but there's a moment in this video that really hit me in the feels. What Tom is talking about here, I do my best to avoid discussing politics, religion, things like that in my live streams and in my videos because they're so divisive, they're so polarizing that I'm not that guy, right? I'd rather you just throw me some horns down there for engagement instead of getting into some back and forth type of a thing. But like Tom, I've been experiencing over the past 20, 30 years or so the new conservative Christian battles and the battles we're facing with the stigma that we're bringing from the older generation Christians, conservative Christians living a life that we didn't live, yet we still have some of the same moral compass that was given to us by our parents who were of that ilk. And there's a moment in this video that tells me that Tom is from a good family, that Tom has a good foundation. So where I'm from, there's something that is said about people. He's good people. If you say that where I'm from, you don't need to describe why. All you have to say is he's good people. Tells us everything we need to know. There's a moment in this video that tells me Tom is good people. He's from a good foundation. So anything that happened in his life, and I'm going to get to that. So anything that occurred to him is on him. Those are his decisions. And as you grow up, the self-awareness becomes you're saving yourself, and you're saving yourself from these poor decisions. What tells me that he comes from a good family, a good foundation, regardless of beliefs or political leanings or anything like that. There's a moment in this video where the family's gathered together. Okay, right here. I want you to watch his dad's right hand when his mom comes in. Just watch. It's subtle. It's super subtle, but it speaks volumes.
Bought him a new Porsche for Christmas, and Mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would have never have fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth.
See this?
Bought him a new Porsche for Christmas, and Mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would have never have fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired.
Bro, that got me. That tells me the sincerity of Tom's pain. That he knows he's from a good, he knows, man. This is why he's so angry, because he's been dealing with the world while battling his own foundation. Sorry. As most Gen X have. We all grew up in homes where a lot of us didn't go to church, yet we were still instilled these foundational moral compasses. So we may differ in all these other different things, but the core of us, the core of our generation was still the same. That's why our music is awesome. That's why our times are awesome, because we eschewed all of those things that we didn't like about that, and we created our own. So now we have this modern conservative Christian who is not only battling the zeitgeist in the mainstream and the criticism about the word Christian, but we're also battling the stigma of days gone by, as all marginalized groups do. And I'm not saying Christians are marginalized. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is all groups deal with their own histories. And Tom is expressing in the song that the only way to really get people to understand is to lead by example. Confess your sins. None of us are clean. We're all sinners. Everybody is. We're all potentially bad people, but we are the ones that make those decisions. And until we realize that we're the ones putting ourselves in that situation, we're never going to get out of it. And he's explaining that to you. And here's what I like about Tom. Tom has receipts. Everything he talks about, his faith, his moral turpitude, his anger, his ire, his fight against the system, he has receipts for all of that. When he dropped the sound scan, a lot of people aren't going to catch that. What sound scan is. Sound scan is a system that is used by Billboard, record labels, radio to count how many spins, how much play something is getting, a song is getting. They can be manipulated. They can, as you're hearing in the song. Tom, if you ever want to have that conversation, I was a program director and music director for many, many years for a lot of the companies you probably hate. I understand exactly what you're talking about, how they can manipulate the system to keep effective voices out of that zeitgeist. It's a very small group of people are controlling a massive amount of talent. And Tom has the receipt. He has proven that if he does it his way and stays true to who he is, that he will be successful, regardless of what you think of his success, regardless of what you think about him. He has shown that doing things his way, establishing that beautiful relationship he has with his audience, establishing that great relationship he has with his team, the Hangover Gang. This is an incredible support system. And I'm telling you, man, that little touch that the dad gave to the mom, establishes exactly why he is successful, because he finally realized, man, I need to get rid of all this and turn myself over to the people that love me and give them an opportunity to help build me. And you see the results. And here's the problem with preaching. You have to practice what you preach. And Tom's preaching here. Bro, this is the angriest sermon you're ever going to hear. This is better than the guy mopping his brow, hopping up and down in fire and brimstone. This is modern fire and brimstone. This is fire and brimstone being created by the malaise and the cancer that is social media and a fragmented cultural society, where at one time Tom grew up in a place where everybody was at least on the same page on how to behave. We have become so fragmented and so despicable in our moral compass that it becomes frustrating. You don't have to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. But the least you can do is be a decent person, right? But until you realize that you're the cause of your own indecency, you're not going to build that back up. And Tom is leading by example. See, if he came out in a polo and a button down and some khakis and got his tattoos removed and got a regular haircut, he wouldn't have the credulity. But you can see him and he can bring you the receipts. So anyone else struggling with what he's been struggling with can merely look at him and say, if he can do it, I can do it. And he says it there. When I was in the military, anytime someone asks, what does that patch mean? It just means it can be done. It doesn't mean I'm special. It just means that it can be done. And that's what Tom is saying here. If you work hard, you put your faith into the right people, you can be successful. But you have to get rid of all of that cancer, all of that bad, all of that stuff. And one of the great things about Tom is that he lives that example. So regardless of what you think, regardless of your opinion or agreement or whatever you think about how he lives, you cannot deny the fact that he has built his own empire, and he deserves that level of respect, regardless of what you think. Now, I do want to say this about the track in particular. This was a really, really smart use of minimalistic music. The music in this track wasn't really music. It was effect. It was almost theatrical in how it was used. It was used as multiple different ways to express the atmosphere of the moment in the totality. So as each moment is breaking, the music is minimalistic, but it is creating an added effect to what he is saying. Regardless, whether it's the anger, whether it's the softness, the music that he's putting behind it. I would love to have sat in on the mix down for this, to watch the frenetic, just the slight subtle movements back and forth of the tracks just to get it perfect, because it's perfectly done. The music is perfectly used in this track, and I don't want to go away without expressing that he used minimalistic music to great effect on this track, and it added to the redemptive atmosphere of the track as well. So this track is a flex, it's a defense, it's a preach, it's a sermon, it's the gospel, but most importantly, it's Tom. And when you're not genuine, if you're a poser, people can smell it a mile away. And whether you like it, agree with it, love it, worship it, whatever, that dude is genuine. And you can see, again, his foundation. You see it in that video, the support that he has. And Tom, if you want to throw some hangover stuff at me, I'll put it up on the shelves of honor. I have no issue with that. I am a fan. I do like your stuff. I think it's I think people are in for it. Again, this is modern. This is a modern faith that you can put whatever label on it you want. But, Tom is a conservative Christian, and he's got no bones about it. I myself am a Southern conservative heterosexual Christian, and I've never apologized for it. Instead, I'm just I just try not to beat anybody over the head with it. But I think we're getting tired of other people beating us over the head with their stuff. So you're seeing a little bit of that come through. But again, lead by example, man. That is the best way to get your message across, and Tom does that to great effect. So thank you, Rich, for that suggestion. I could do 30 minutes on this video, but it would just create drama, and I'm not about that. So thank you very much, Rich, for that suggestion. Again, if you have a suggestion for me, get over to the Discord server, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, drop a link, a brief description after you read the pinned message, and I will get to your suggestion when I can. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button and the like button. Help me out with the algorithm. Help this channel grow simply by commenting down below. Throw me some horns or a hang 10 or something like that. You don't have to engage much, but I got to battle the YouTube algorithm, and you can help me with that simply by commenting on the video. YouTube will help the channel grow. So thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.